Hey YouTube, it's me again, KaBlamBandicoot64, back to do another commentary. You know, do people still make rants on Disney Channel? I mean, I don't know why they would, considering there are plenty of great Disney shows that have aired recently, such as Gravity Falls, Wander Over Yonder, Star vs. the Forces of Evil. But there is plenty of crap, such as Pickle and Peanut, and their teen sitcoms are still the bubblegum teenage pandering crap that they were in 2009, so I guess there's still material. Let's check. Ah, well, here's a video from a person I've never heard of, admittedly, but hey, maybe she'll bring up some new points, some new things to the table. Maybe she'll offer a decent rant on Disney Channel. Let's watch it.
High School Musical 4 is happening. I already made a High School Musical 4 video previously to this. If you want to watch that before you watch this one, the link should be right here on my hand. If you wanted to audition, you could audition in, I think, California, which is bull crap, but we'll get to that in a second.
I'm already aggravated. Look, this is going to sound mean, but I find all the jump cuts you do and just your overall attitude to be extremely obnoxious. And also, just because they're not doing auditions for this one movie in where you live, that doesn't necessarily make it bullcrap. There are more actors in California than probably anywhere else in the United States, just because of where Los Angeles is and Hollywood. So it would actually kind of make sense for them to do these auditions in California. It's not bullcrap. It makes perfect sense.
Or you could audition on the app. I'm really excited about this. I think I'm more excited than anybody my age is, because I feel like everybody feels like since they're not using their original cast, that it's going to be garbage, because we've seen Mean Girls 2. I liked Mean Girls 2. I think it was great. I watched it on Netflix, and it was great.
But you just used Mean Girls 2 as an example of how not getting the original cast makes a movie garbage, which, by the way, isn't true. And now you're saying that it's a great movie? So the movie that was supposedly garbage for not having the original cast, now you're saying it's a great movie because you watched it on Netflix. And also, what does any of this have to do with Disney Channel, as the name of your video would imply?
They held auditions on the Applause app and in California. Okay, can we talk about how that's garbage? I am currently on the East Coast. I do not have time to be going all the way to California for some High School Musical 4 audition. You must be out of your mind, Disney Channel.
But didn't you just say that they have an app? So, obviously they have this app so people who don't live near or in California can still be able to audition. I mean, you just said that there was an app that Disney is using to let you audition, so, you could just use the app instead of just going on this whiny tangent about how you don't live in California. But, nope, she doesn't. She keeps going. Even though she literally just says that there's an app that you can audition for. Okay.
There was local auditions. Go to blah 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 California.
You mean Los Angeles? Look, I'm not a movie industry guy, okay? I don't work in the movie industry. I'm not an actor. I've never been in a movie in my life. But I at least know that whenever a studio like Disney is doing a casting call, it's most likely going to be in Los Angeles. Hollywood, to be more specific, but at least in Los Angeles. I mean, I'm no genius, but everybody knows that. Why did you annoyingly, might I add, go blah, 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 California instead of just saying Los Angeles? I mean, even if you did live in Los Angeles, that's kind of a lack of common sense, if you ask me, and I don't think a major corporation like Disney would be willing to adhere to that.
And I said, what? Last time I checked, there are 50 states.
So, according to you, Disney should do live casting calls just for this one movie in all 50 states, from which you're saying includes Hawaii and Alaska. Do you know how much money, time, and resources that would take from Disney? When they could easily just do it in California, where there are more actors, more actresses, and generally better ones, because if they live in the Los Angeles and California area, they'd probably have more experience with acting just because of how many movies and plays take place in Los Angeles. They are the entertainment capital of the United States, if not the entire world. So of course they're going to do that, okay? Let's say you're a fisherman and you're looking for great lobster. Would you fish in Maine, where there's plenty of great lobster, or would you try to find lobster in all 50 states when you could just do it in Maine and you'd be fine? You're going to do it in Maine, okay? The same thing here. Why go all 50 states when you can just do these live audition calls where there are a lot of great actors and actresses who are willing to do so? Los Angeles, California. And one more thing, you said earlier that there is an app, okay? They're using that app for a reason, you know. They're not just using it because they wanted to, okay? They're using it for a reason.
I know there's a few in between. Pretty sure that there's a lot more people from here and in California who wanted to audition but could not because you, Disney Channel, had auditions in California. What happened to the people who got the throat and who got the dance moves and who can, you know, pop lock and sock and are awesome people with a bunch of talent who live in Ohio, in Illinois, in Texas, in Tennessee, and all the rest of the states?
They said, maybe we should use an app. I'm sorry. You just sound so stupid. I mean, what did you even just say there? Like, they got the move, they got the dance, blah, 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 blah. Look, no one's going to take you seriously if you can barely pronounce proper English, okay? No one is. Not on an app, not in Los Angeles, no one is. I'm sorry to burst your bubble here, but you gotta take things a little more seriously than this, because like I said earlier, you're coming across as extremely obnoxious and annoying here.
We ain't got the stars on the map for nothing.
You know, for someone who's preaching about equal rights and opportunities for the states, you do realize that the stars are on the flag, not the map, right? Just throwing that out there.
Now you know who live in California. Who live in California? The people who live in California live in California. I want a chance too. Like, how you gonna put it all the way in California? I'm not in California, and I'm definitely not taking a plane. I'm not taking a thing. I shouldn't have to travel to have a chance. You know what I mean? Cause I'm just saying, I ain't rolling in it.
Hi, I'm Weston Sharpenstein, and today I'm going to audition for High School Musical 4. Why the hell am I auditioning for this teeny bot bullcrap bubblegum movie? See where I'm going with this? Use the app if you want to audition for this movie. The movie's probably going to be a piece of crap anyways, just because it's fucking High School Musical. But seriously, even if you were going to audition for it, use the app! Why are you even going on this rant? And you know what? This rant was supposed to be about Disney Channel. I thought we were actually going to talk about the channel itself, not a movie that you're just ungrateful and butthurt for because you can't audition live for it. You just use a smartphone. Even if you don't have one, use a friend's. I'm sure you have friends that have smartphones if you don't own one yourself. Or just download the app. You have alternative ways to audition instead of going live to Los Angeles, you know. Just, you do.
Get your staff up, Disney Channel. If they just did it like that and had a small casting call in like every state, come on, everybody have a better chance. But you're just picking people from California and the people you get from this Applause app.
Oh yeah, the Applause app. You know, the alternative way that people from other states can audition. Yeah. Never thought about that, did you?
And then on the Applause app, yes, everybody from everywhere else can audition. Now you know. The casting is from 14 to 17 years old. Half the people on Disney Channel currently are going into their 20s. That's not fair. Like, it's giving everybody a chance. I wanted to audition for High School Musical 4. How about giving the people who were, who were the 11 and 12 and 13 years old when High School Musical 1 came out and who stuck around for 2 and 3.
Well, you know, maybe for a movie called High School Musical, they'd want to get actual high schoolers to be the main cast members. Last time I checked at my high school, there weren't any 11 and 12-year-olds there.
and who has stuck around for all your choreography. I learned the choreography with Kenny Ortega and Corbin Blue. I'm seeing Disney Channel stuff. I want to see freaking stuff about High School Musical 4 so I can get hype about it. I want to be living my life. High School Musical stuck to a certain category of people who were casted. There was probably about a few minorities in the other movies. I'm hoping to see another. I want to see a lot more races show in the movie. Well, I want to see a lot more African American people. I want to see Asian people. I want to see Indian people. I want to see everybody of race on my TV screen, so I know if they can make it, I can too.
You know, this obscure made-for-TV movie that I didn't even hear about until now because I don't follow petty teenage bullcrap like this. You know, it's not going to be the first movie that introduces a multitude of races, right? But because you're too narrow-minded to see anything past the letters HSM, High School Musical, you're obviously not caring about these other movies. You're just like, High School Musical 4 is the only movie in existence, it's the only movie I care about, and it better have a multitude of races, because there's no other movie that has this multitude of races that I can take inspiration and look up to. No, it isn't. You know, did they stick to a certain racial code for the previous movies? I don't know. Like I said, I've never watched them, and this video sure as hell doesn't make me want to watch them, but I'm sure that they weren't racist. They were probably just picking the best cast members. And if they were, well, that sucks to be Disney. I mean, that's a pretty terrible way to think, but look, I'm sure that's not how it is. I'm sure they're just choosing the best cast members. What are you even going on with this about? Like, what's even the point here? You're not even talking about the auditions or anything about that what you've previously mentioned in this video anymore. Now you're just going on about races. I'm sure, I assure you that there will be more than just white people like myself in this movie. Whether they be main roles, minor roles, supporting cast, I don't know, but I assure you there will be, so stop worrying.
That's what we're supposed to be teaching these kids, are we not? Disney Channel.
If you're afraid about this movie being racist, I hope to God you never see Song of the South. It was this obscure Disney movie from back in the 40s that, well, we all know how the United States was like in the 40s, so if you're worried about this movie being racist, Disney's done worse. But in all seriousness, just stop worrying, okay? You'll be fine. And by the way, kids are not supposed to be learning that there's more than one type of race through High School Musical. I don't know anything about these movies, but I'm sure that's not the main message, okay? And no, Disney isn't supposed to be teaching this to kids. The parents are. The schools are. Disney and television are not supposed to be the main source for kids to learn about racial tolerance. I cannot stand it when people blame the TV that their kids are racist or that their kids become murderers. They blame the media. No, that's not how it works, and maybe you're not one of those people, but based on that sentence, that's kind of how you come off to me as. It really is sad that this is my generation of people.
Everybody who wants to do something should be able to do something. Don't just stick it to California and stick it to certain people. I'm just saying. All in all, I love Disney Channel. I watched Disney Channel since I was a little girl. And when I can, I still do watch Disney Channel.
Then why hasn't this video been about Disney Channel? You're saying that you have all these sentimental memories of watching Disney Channel, and the video says Disney Channel rant, and you've barely talked about it. You've barely touched the channel. This video is about High School Musical. Name the rant High School Musical casting rant or whatever. It would still be just as bad, but at least it would make sense. But, you know, I probably wouldn't have found this stupid video if you hadn't have named it Disney Channel rant, so I'll give you that. And that's really all I have to say about this. Overall, this video is basically just you complaining that Disney doesn't cater to your needs. They don't cater to your will. Look, maybe you are an amazing actress. Maybe you are cut out for this movie. I don't know. Maybe you'd be the perfect audition for it. But just use the phone. There was really no use in making this video, I gotta say. You acknowledged numerous times, might I add, that there is an app that people who don't live in California can audition for the movie with, but you completely ignore that and just complain about how people who don't live in California don't have any chance of auditioning and don't have any chance of making it into this movie, and then you go on a unnecessary tangent about how Disney is racist, which they aren't. They were probably just casting the people who best fit the roles that they were auditioning for, regardless of their race. Is this what the High School Musical fan base is like? Because I was already going to stay clear of these movies because I'm not a corporate sellout. I know these movies are trash, regardless of how much I personally love Disney. But if this is what the fan base is like, then I know definitely I'm going to stay away from these movies. I'm KaBlamBandicoot64, and I really need to catch up on Gravity Falls. I've barely seen Season 2. Now that's a good thing to come out of Disney Channel. See you in the next commentary or rant or whatever video I make, and, crap. I'm out of Diet Coke.